Warning, the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Kanika literally fades away into a water bottle.
Hey, that's her on the motherfucking shelf.
Kanika, what were you just saying?
And Kanika transformed into 5-6 different men. Is she a shapeshifter?
I told y'all the whole footage is the snake eating Kanika.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Random News, and I want to welcome you to episode 17 of the Dark Side of J4K. And tonight, I hope you rolled up the best weed you could find, because you're definitely going to need it. Because the two crowned queens of Goofy are back, and the scams I got going tonight are from the beyond. So strap in as we take a trip to the dark side with a story that I call QUEENSTARR, the rebirth of the Goofy. Now, before we get to our main story, I first gotta catch you up on what these two goofies been up to since the last time I covered them, because the shit's been totally ridiculous. And we're gonna start off with your girl Queen Domain, who's been sitting over on her channel trying to convince all of her subscribers that she can shapeshift right in front of them. Check this shit out. If you're wondering what's happening, that's called the dance of the Goofy.
You looking for me? Huh? Nah, motherfucker, you ain't looking for me.
And if you were looking for her, all you had to do was look for the cheapest motel in the area, because your girl's a homeless psychic.
You looking for me? Huh? Hey, wake the fuck up. Ha! Ha! Mama! Ha!
And if you're wondering what's happening here, this Goofy thinks she's King Von now, you know, since she shapeshifted.
Papa! Hey! Wake up! Ha!
And if you can't tell, your girl tweaking. She most definitely got her hands on some good shit.
Percocets. This is a bag full of Percocets, bitch.
That'll definitely do it. And now I guess she called herself putting a curse on her enemies or a trance on her audience, which is what I thought happened when I looked in her comment section and I saw all these goofies believing this dumb shit. I mean, read through these comments because they're fucking ridiculous. And of course I had to jump in there and troll these morons. But shit really got funny when I seen her post this video, where she said Papa was pissed. And for those of you who don't remember who Papa is, remember episode 13 of the Dark Side of J4K, when your girl summons a demon?
Yes, I did. Fight for her best time. That's right. And Papa. Fight back for me. His father belongs to me. Free me from his soul. Free him from his soul.
Free him from your soul.
And if you can't tell, everybody in that room was on those
Percocets.
But what makes this whole shit funny is that one of her followers is now telling her that her made-up spirit is now taking over her body, and that this spirit has a message for the queen now. Check this shit out.
I get text messages from someone. They keep saying, this is Legba. This is Legba. You playing. This is Legba. Then somebody keeps calling my phone, but I'm not answering. So then they text me again like, this is Legba. Why don't you want to talk to me?
And I'm sure he was texting her from the set of American Horror Story. You know, the show where she got the idea from.
So I calls the number back. The young woman answers the phone like this. Katita, this is Legba. This is Legba. You channel me last night. You call up on my energy. You call up on my energy. Papa Candelo, he call up on my energy. I do not need for anyone to tell. I do not. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? I said, I'm hearing you, but what do you want?
Sounds to me like everybody involved in the story just wants attention.
I blocked that person. I blocked the number. Today, I get a phone call, text messages. Oh my God, governess, I've been following you for so long. Me and my mother take all of your classes. We haven't missed one class. She calls out the names. And then she says, I channeled Papa Candelo.
And that's all we need. Another crazy person running around.
And he has a message for you, and he can't give the message through you to you. First of all, let me explain. One, Papa Candelo is so angry behind this.
Yeah, if you're wondering, you're looking at the face of a whole goofy.
The first time I was in New York at my group reading, someone blew smoke on me and I passed the fuck out on the floor. And when I got up, I knew that I was with Papa Legba.
And for those of you who don't know, in order for her to turn into a spirit, you have to blow the sacred black and mild smoke into her face. And once you do that, then she turns into this Papa Legba. Check it out.
Oh, wow.
Again, if you're not careful, it'll be important. But that's what you want.
What a fraud.
This shit don't happen overnight. You do not even get to go into the deities without crossing over the ancestors. You got to do mass and many works.
Which is something she tells all the goofies who take her so-called classes, so they keep giving her money.
There are certain things that must happen. See, people think I tell everything and I fucking don't.
And now she's admitting to ripping people off. So they're paying her money, and she doesn't even tell them everything they need to know.
Ma'am. Okay, so to finish the story. Yes, Papa.
She really just said yes, Papa. And if you're wondering why you don't see Papa in this picture, it's because you're not on those
Percocets. So I say, Papa has a message for me. I said, I'm always skeptical. Let me be honest with you. When people tell me they have messages from the deities without even going through the ancestors first. Oh, I've done plenty of work with the ancestors. I'm Jamaican.
Looks like she's Jamaican the queen crazy right now.
And Papa showed up on my wall via my candlelight. And now he has a message through me, through you. He got me sweating.
I'm pretty sure it was those
Percocet
that had your girl sweating.
Yehuda said call.
Yehuda's the other spirit she embodies whenever she's on those
Percocet. My mama got the message, and so now she's calling her mom. Yeah, when it first happened 3 days ago, it was, he wanted me to go get the Bacardi. And I said, Bacardi?
Sounds to me like Papa trying to get lit right now.
So now you've watched my video of the first time he came through. I happened to be drinking Bacardi. He did not request Bacardi. I happened to be drinking it the night he came through, and I lost 8 hours of my fucking life that I don't remember.
Yeah, that's usually what happens when you mix alcohol in
Percocet. Ma'am, you are never allowed at any of my classes ever again, so says Papa. If I ever see you in my classes, I am to immediately exit you out. You do not receive a refund.
Yeah, like anybody ever expects this con artist to return some money.
You're blocked from my number. Never, ever fucking call me again. I was gonna just let this shit go. I was in the bathroom washing my pussy.
Damn, like scamming from the dead wasn't disgusting enough. Now she's just trying to make us all sick.
And Papa says, Quatita, you are to go on and call her out for the disrespect of Papa. Do you understand me? And I said, yes. She is never to attend any classes. Her or her mother. Do you understand? I said, I do.
See what I mean? Take enough of those
Percocet.
and they'll have you talking to all types of spirits.
I really want to go upside your fucking head, bro. In such a way, this is going to make you go to sleep.
And if you can't tell, your girl's big mad. And later on that night, she gathered together a bunch of other goofies. And she went to put a spell on the people that kept calling her. Check this goofy ass shit out.
Before the crow crows 3 times, a motherfucker's gonna betray me. And I'm here to tell you, I'm about to work your ass to death. Right the fuck now. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't. Tonight is your night. Believe it's true.
And if you haven't sparked that blunt up yet, I advise you do so, because you're definitely about to need it. Your girl just dropped a beat Who the fuck has a voodoo soundtrack? No doubt produced by QUEENSTARR. And if you can't tell by the people eating in the background, this is going to be the most ghetto voodoo seance ever.
Simeon!
That bitch really just passed the sacred napkins in the background. You can call this ghetto dinner theater. And this goofy sat here doing this shit for like 20 minutes. So we're gonna fast forward through a lot of this shit. But this shit was too funny not to put it in. Uh-oh. Now it looks like the queen's about to get lit on that.
White Hennessy. Imported. Bitch from Spain. Fuck you mean?
I had to do it. And I'm sure the hotel workers aren't going to enjoy cleaning this shit up. And if you notice, the woman in the background is trying her hardest not to laugh at this goofy.
Papa! Leg bar!
I just choked on my blunt. And now to put an end to the curse, he had to pour the blood of the innocent across her head. And he's throwing it all from the sacred chalice of the Get Cup. Like I said, you're looking at the face of a whole goofy.
Wait on it.
She really just said wait on it, as if anything's gonna happen. She done cursed about 5 YouTubers so far, ain't nothing happened to nobody. But with the amount of goofy we still gotta cover, I'm gonna have to take a break and roll up a couple more blunts. But before I do that, I need to warn you first. If you're at work or you got kids, they need to leave the room because today's sponsor is a spicy one.
We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
You ready to get nasty with the queen? Then pick up your phone and call
Melanite Sex Hotline. So if you're looking for a date, you want to get to know people, Melanites, lick, suck, come, squeeze, day or night, we aim to please. And that's the number you'll call. 1-800-YAHOODA. Come on there and talk that shit. Let me help you jack your dick. Whatever the fuck it is.
Get your fortune told while letting Yahuda take you to that special place.
You can be a motherfucking tarot reader and be a motherfucking sex talk worker. They may want you to tell them that you're gonna put your big toe in their ass. But whatever it is, it's $4.99 per minute for you to stick your big toe in their ass. So whether you're looking for same sex, heterosexual sex, webcam girls, I have sex groups, and it will cost you to get into them.
Shit, you got a nigga about to ask how much.
It is $25 to get into any one of these groups.
I'm curious and buying content.
I can't even show you the pictures that's on the outside of these motherfuckers because they nasty. I made sure they was nasty.
And if you call right now, you can go live and get up close and nasty with the demon yourself.
Because everything goes in the sex group.
You came up my ass so hard and heavy, baby.
Oh, that's a dirty motherfucker right there. Don't be shy. Call or whatever the fuck you want to do. 1-800-YAHOODA. You want me to rip your balls?
I can't be curious.
Oh, there's no need to be curious when Yahuda and the rest of his demons aim to please.
Whatever they fucking need from these melanite lips. Get on so you can get all. All calls are $4.99 per minute. All sales are final. Please hit me up and we'll talk. Okay.
Yeah, the only person I got calling that number is P.RICO. And we're going to touch more on that hotline in a second. But for right now, let's get back to the story. Because your girl just predicted the end of the world. And that shit was fucking hilarious. Check it out.
I've been saying that this is coming. When I did the world message, not the world reading, the world message where I talked about
the release of the Dracula energy and demon time.
And if that ain't enough to let you know this bitch is high as shit right now, I don't know what is.
And I'm gonna give the phone to Maya. Do you remember what I said? I want you to tell them what I said. Then I will go back into it, okay?
Greetings, everybody.
Yeah, you can already tell she about to say something stupid.
She said that Yehuda was telling her that within 6 months, by the spring equinox.
Looks like they should have rehearsed a little more before they went live. Then the queen wouldn't have to tell her what to say.
This world will be no more. Like, this world is gonna be destroyed. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's definitely the face of a whole goofy.
The world as you know it is coming to an end. There is no other. This is it. This is it. When the deities, why do you think the deities are showing up like this?
Is she the only dumbass in there seeing deities? No doubt because of those.
Percocet. It is us against the system. I might be blocked after this shit.
I mean, that's usually what happens when crazy people come online talking bullshit.
I worry every fucking day that they're gonna come and get me. Every fucking day.
And by they, she means the people at the insane asylum that she escaped from.
They're not gonna stop. I want you to understand what I'm saying. I told you this was getting ready to be the Hunger Games.
You ever notice how this goofy and QUEENSTARR always come up with a doomsday prophecy after watching Netflix?
Now I'm in a depression because nobody is listening. Y'all keep saying, we love you. I don't give a fuck. We're about to die.
I mean, I don't know about y'all. She might be about to die if she takes that whole
bag full of Percocet.
I want to just go lock myself in somewhere and never come back outside.
I mean, don't make us any promises that you ain't gonna keep.
We are inside of the New World Order.
No, she is inside of a Motel 6.
It is us only. I am the one thing they did not fucking expect. You understand me? I am the one thing they did not expect.
I mean, it's pretty hard to predict that a shape-shifting psychic pimp will come and uprise against you.
They just made a movie about me.
They just made a movie about her. And wait till you hear what the name of the movie is.
Called The Woman King. Do you understand me? I'm watching this shit in real time and motherfuckers just think I'm making shit up.
You looking at the face of a high-ass goofy.
I'm here to lead you to fucking war, bro.
I wouldn't follow this bitch in line at a grocery store, let alone a battlefield. But wait till you hear who she's trying to battle.
Jesus is Lucifer, bro. Are you kidding me? We are sitting ducks.
And after the people at YouTube watched her break so many terms of services with this video, naturally she got
blocked after this shit.
And your girl got high, posted a video, and went the fuck off.
So my question is, YouTube, are you trying to bully me, YouTube? You're bullying me?
Watch this idiot talking like YouTube's an actual person.
As of this morning, they've blocked my Miss A Walk with the Ancestors page.
No big loss.
So I do a world, oh, excuse me, you're right, Yehuda, let me be clear. I did an accurate world reading.
If you didn't notice, Yehuda's riding a shotgun.
This is America, YouTube. You think this is going to be a dictatorship? See, I told them I would be good, but now I feel like it's not going to go that way.
Because your girl big mad.
Because if you want to block something, now I'm about to give you a reason to do it.
I mean, I think her last video did enough, right?
You're bullying me, and you thought you was, YouTube. YouTube! I'm calling you out by your name, so you're not confused on who the fuck I'm talking to, YouTube.
And let's just hope she doesn't catch YouTube in a dark alley.
Spirit told me that they're going to try to start to fuck with my Cash Apps, Venmo. They've done that. They're doing that. You're not going to fuck with me.
I mean, it sounds like they're already doing that according to her, right? What the fuck is she talking about? I'm telling you, she gotta be high as shit.
I don't even know why I got the glasses on. I can't even see. That's how high I am. I can't even see. Everything is blurry as fuck.
Damn, she must have took that whole
bag full of Percocet.
You see my fucking eyes? We walk the earth and you can't stop it. I'll say it again. We walk the fucking earth and you can't stop it. You're lucky we allow you to walk the earth.
And since your girl ate those Percocets, she's about to turn into a spirit right in front of you. Check it out.
You will leave her be. Do you see me? Huh? We protect her. We govern. We don't give a fuck. I am Tetra.
Man, now she's another spirit. You can call your girl a Mighty Morphin Power Goofy. Now, with YouTube banning her channel and the end of the world quickly approaching, you know, according to Yehuda, you would think your girl would be trying to get her followers and trying to get, you know, somewhere safe. But instead, she had a different message for her followers.
We're gonna let some people get on here because you don't want to miss this. I've been inspired.
And wait till you hear what the spirit came up with today.
I'm getting ready to start hiring. First, let me say that. Okay? Secondly, I have 6 new group me groups. Bitch, let me tell y'all who the fuck I am.
Don't worry, it's not a demon this time.
I have started 6 new group me groups, and it will cost you to get into them.
Of course it will. This fraud don't do shit for free.
I have sex groups.
Yeah, I bet you guys thought that commercial was a joke, didn't you? Your girl's a supernatural pimp.
My sex groups, okay? All of these are by invitation only because you have to pay to get into them.
Sounds like a prostitution ring to me.
Now, what am I hiring for? I'm getting ready to start a 1-800 sex line. If you want to become a sex worker, sex talk, come on there and talk that shit. Let me help you jack your dick. Whatever the fuck it is, I'm going to hire for that.
Now, how is she going to start hiring people when she literally just told everybody?
We're about to die.
Yeah, I guess those deities put the end of the world on hold so your girl can make a quick buck. What a fraud.
Getting ready to start up a sex line, 1-800-SEX, bitch, Melanite 6. And you can come on, call, or whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm getting ready to start that up. I'm getting ready to be hiring again for Black Magic. We getting ready to get that kicked up. So that's what it is. I just told you what the inspiration is.
Yeah, her inspiration was money, because your girl's a complete and total fraud. And speaking of frauds, it's time for us to go visit our sidekick, because this bitch has been up to the most craziest shit in the world. And she got a new gift. Check this shit out.
It's, what is it called?
The Estes method.
Estes? Estes?
Yeah.
The Estes method.
Something she can't pronounce and clearly knows nothing about. But watch how she just magically has the power to do it.
So that's where I am blindfolded, and then I have headphones on.
Man, this bitch has a new trick up her sleeve every video. I'm sure she saw this on TikTok.
Also with Shanquella Robinson.
And you would think Spirit would have told her how to pronounce her name right before she started grifting off her death.
I'm gonna just tell you what I hear. I don't think there's gonna be many questions unless you have a question. Look, I'm just gonna try it and see what happens, okay?
And wait till you get a load of this sideshow. It's worse than her singing.
So I'm gonna prepare myself now. Hold on.
So you're telling me all it takes is for her to put on blindfold and some headphones and the spirit's just gonna possess her body and talk through her. Let's see how this works out.
So we're just gonna let her talk.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
I hope you guys are rolled up and ready, because this shit's about to be hilarious.
Shanquella, are you here?
They admired us.
Your girl got possessed in 0.2 seconds.
Can we talk to you?
Shanquella? Here.
Is it okay if we
I saw it. Titties.
What is up with these psychics and talking about sex all the time? I think your girl might have made a mistake and channeled the queen.
They're guilty.
Who is guilty?
And since this is the spirit possessing Candace's body, I guess we'll get an answer to who the killer is.
I don't know what they just said.
What does she mean she doesn't know what they said? I thought this was Shaquilla talking, not Candace. What a fraud. And of course, whenever the question is asked of who's guilty, you'll never get an answer.
He missed her. Denied. As someone evil. Go ahead. Killing hand. Mom. In trouble. Boy. Ooh.
So this so-called spirit possessed her body to spout out a bunch of random words.
A day and night. Candace. Ugh.
Hey, at least the spirit gave Candace a shout out.
Was in his pants?
This shit's getting freaky. I think Candace might charge us $4.99 just to listen.
Can we pause?
Yeah.
Like, stop it. I need a break. Whoa. Oh, I can't hear nothing yet.
Really? Because right when they first started, she could hear everything perfectly fine with those headphones on.
You ready?
Yeah.
And if you can't tell, her acting is worse than her singing.
Oh, shoot. Are we still recording?
See what I mean? Now she wants you to believe she was so possessed that she forgot she was online grifting.
Oh my God. Hold on. My eyes hurt. They were like being pushed in.
It's draining.
How long was that?
Long enough for us to know that she's full of shit. But now it's time for us to get to the main event. But before we do, I'm gonna have to take a quick break to roll up a few more blunts. And I suggest you do the same.
We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
166! Yeah!
Oh, God!
Do you know somebody that suffers from terrible singing?
Let my people go.
Then don't let them suffer this embarrassment. Tell them to pick the phone up right now and call the QUEENSTARR School of Singing, where they'll be classically trained by QUEENSTARR herself. And they'll also learn to sing some of Candace's greatest hits, such as Snake in the Grass, The Locale Blues, Ghost Box Ballad,
Hey everybody, get on up and dance. Everybody, get on up and dance.
And if you're one of the first 20 callers, you too can get on up and dance with our special gift, dancing lessons with Queen Domain, where you can learn moves such as the Spirit Spin, the Wino Whirl, the Crossing Over Guard, and the I Got My Ass Beat for This Dance Bounce. Something that will definitely happen if you get caught doing this in public.
Let me see dance.
Dance your ass over to that phone and dial 1-800-555-SING.
Now, every store they go into, they're gonna hear me. Anywhere they go, I'm gonna make sure you hear me.
Yeah, the day that she gets on the radio would definitely be the day that the music died. And knowing her, she'll try to channel it and talk to it through a spirit box. But without further ado, let's get you to what you all came here for. The two crown queens of bullshit are about to take you on a wild ride. So spark up, because this shit's about to get crazy.
There she is.
Wait. Boom. Hi, mamas.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little ditzy.
Good.
I just started the live in the wrong StreamYard.
Looks like the spirit forgot to tell her how to use her computer.
So anyway, Candace, I watched your takeoff, the EVP.
The ITC? Yeah.
Yes. And like I had to call you and I said, you're the shit.
More like the biggest piece of shit I've seen all week.
And I heard when it happened. Like, I don't know his music or anything.
But as soon as he died, she broke her neck to make $1 off his death.
But as soon as it happened, came the messages.
Excuse her. What she meant to say was the monetization.
And I waited a minute. I was like, you know, I don't always get into the rappers. Every now and then I'll do a rapper.
Who the fuck does this bitch think she's fooling? She done covered so many rappers at this point that she can start her own record company.
But I was like, all right, I'm gonna do the ITC for him, and I did it, and I was shocked that we got any answers at all. I was just like, whoa.
This fraud couldn't even get the name of their group right, yet she claiming she got some answers.
Amigo? Yeah, from the Amigos. Take off.
This bitch really just said the Amigos, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna ghostwrite her a song called Bad and Goofy.
I have not channeled him at all, and I was wondering if maybe we could do it now.
Aren't you guys lucky? You get to look at the face of two whole goofies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but something don't want me speaking because I can't speak.
No doubt that's her abusive ex-boyfriend Vinny's spirit coming back for revenge.
Can I just start? I don't know. I won't take much time. I just want to get the gist of it. I just want to get to the point.
And now she's about to channel Takeoff using Spirit Mobile.
No, do you? I'm excited for this.
Oh no, here we go with the trance of the goofies again. These people are fucking ridiculous.
Hold on. See, that's the thing. Okay. This was planned in advance.
There's even more proof that her and these so-called spirits that she's talking to are completely full of shit, since the cops just said.
HPD Chief Troy Finner said Takeoff was not the intended target outside of the downtown bowling alley that night.
Definitely wrong place at the wrong time.
So this wasn't planned at all. Your girl was just full of shit and coming up with conspiracies again.
So I'm not hearing words. I'm being shown things. And what I'm being shown is, it's like this was already a set motion. Whoever was going to be there already knew about it.
Yeah.
I believe, I don't know his name, is Quavo, right? Is like,
yes,
the other one. And then it's, who's the other one with Cardi? I forgot his name.
If she claims she channeled Takeoff, shouldn't Takeoff be able to tell her the name of the people that he's closest to? This woman is full of shit.
Offset, okay. So I feel him distance.
How's she gonna feel anything if she didn't even know the dude's name? And a simple Google search would have told you that the Migos have been broke up since May. This woman is like the world's worst con artist.
But I also feel that wherever they were at, you know, where that video footage was taken, that part, that area was planned like days prior.
I mean, when you're having a private party, wouldn't you plan out where it's gonna be beforehand? What an idiot.
Hold on, let me see if there's anything else.
And here she goes with the trance of the goofy again. And I had to speed this one up because this bitch literally sat here for like 3 minutes doing nothing. Absolutely nothing.
He's the better. That's how I'm gonna put it. He's better. He's the better rapper of all of them. He's saying, and that's why he had to go. That's what I just heard.
How did she hear anything when she just said?
So I'm not hearing words. I'm being shown things.
And there, this grifter goes fucking up her own story again. Like I said, all you gotta do is let these frauds talk.
He's, I don't know, but he's saying he was the better rapper of all of them. And for them to prosper, he had to go. That's what I just fucking heard. And that,
Once she got that quote that Takeoff was better than them because Offset and the rest of them told her that. Not only did they say it at his funeral, but it's the first search result on Google. And Offset definitely wouldn't need him to die, since he already has a great singles career as it is. But this gremlin's getting all her information from the spirit of Google.
Offset went solo and it was just Quavo and Takeoff, and now it'll just be Quavo. He needed to be the front runner.
Wait. So the Amigos split up. I said Amigos. I said that before. The Migos, they split up.
I mean, do you need any more proof that this bitch is a fraud? She claims that she's channeling the spirit of Takeoff, yet she doesn't know he's not in that group anymore. What a fucking grifter.
Yes. They split up.
Ooh.
Yeah, there was some sort of beef.
I love you. You put me in chills.
More like she just inadvertently exposed her for being a fraud.
He keeps saying something about the mother. The mother is upset about this, and the mother has suspicions. Like the mom is looking at this with real eyes. She's starting to look at this. She's starting to look at all of the conspiracies, and mom is starting to be upset about this. I don't know whose mom, but he keeps saying the mom.
His mother? Would it be his mother? I wonder.
Well, since Candace is channeling his spirit and the queen claims that she can speak to him as well, couldn't either one of these frauds just ask?
With Aaron Carter, I could see him getting into the bathtub.
And now she's channeling the spirit of Aaron Carter because, you know, all these spirits just like to hang out around Candace all day.
I can see him, there was like a little dish or something, maybe like a soap dish or an ashtray, but it had something in it. Could have been a cigarette, could have been a joint, I don't know.
What does she mean she doesn't know? If she claims she's in his body, shouldn't she know exactly what he's doing?
He felt clear-minded. I didn't feel like I was drugged up at first.
I feel like they killed him.
So she could feel all this, but she can't tell you if he was smoking a cigarette or a joint.
I feel like he took like a pull of something. I don't know if it was a cigarette or if it was a blunt. I don't know what it was, but something happening. This is what I felt like here, pain in my chest, which made me go back like this.
No, that shit sounds to me like your girl got into the queen's
bag full of Percocets.
And when I went back like this, I could hear him call for help. I could feel a female presence there. I don't know who she is. I don't know names yet.
You ever notice how these so-called psychics can do everything but get answers or names?
I felt the female come in, and then all of a sudden it was like, the energy was like, he said the word sinister.
So he can say the word sinister, but he just can't tell you who the killer was, right? What a clown.
Like he was letting me know he felt like that was like oxygen.
So he can tell her all this, but he can't tell her who did anything to him.
Whatever that was, it wasn't oxygen. Whatever it was made him like pass out.
Just don't expect her or the so-called spirit to tell you what it was.
There's no way he could have slid under. He had to have been
pushed.
Yes.
You see, this is the grift that these psychics like to play. They throw a bunch of bullshit out there that they know that nobody will be able to prove. That way they can keep their audience on the edge with the shock factor.
Oh, he had time to call for help. Some woman comes in, gives him something, and it makes him pass out. When he passes out, I could feel just a slight push. It's like, whoop.
So even though she channeled the spirit and she had psychic powers, the only thing they were able to tell her was everything except for who did it and what the drug was. Okay.
I don't feel like he was choosing to do these drugs. I don't. A lot of people came for me for saying that.
People came for her because they knew 100% that she was full of shit. Aaron Carter was always 100% open about his drug addiction.
23, right after I did Dancing with the Stars. And I started going to Staples and Office Depot and different places, buying it with cash so it wouldn't be reported on receipts or anything like that. So no one could trace me or anything. I was huffing because I was really stupid and sad, but there's really no excuse, really. I was huffing because I'm a drug addict.
Meaning he chose to do the drugs he was on. Nobody forced it on him.
And I never said names. I never said, you know, the baby mama did it. I never said, what was the other one? It was like a maid or something.
Oh, really?
What? Yeah, it's one of those two.
And as you can see, this bitch is just talking out of her ass. She has no idea what she's talking about.
What I did get with the baby mother is she did get money under the table before he died.
Which is the same exact thing she just said about Kanika's mother.
She's saying she got paid from the hotel, like under the table, to keep it hush.
And in both cases, the spirit never told her who this person was that was paying these people. What a fucking fraud.
He got some type of payout from somebody else before he died.
All the cops got to do is find out who somebody else is, right? What a dumbass.
I feel like he started with the drugs, but they pushed the drugs up on him because he was being, and I'm going to say allegedly, he was being sexually mishandled.
And that's how you know she's a fucking fraud. Why do you have to say allegedly if you're talking to a spirit, right?
You understand what I'm saying? Because
since a child.
So young.
That's what he told me.
Yeah,
he told me that.
Like
what he should have did is gave her some professional advice and told her to not try to sing ever again.
They kept trying to do that and he broke free from that, so they kept feeding him the drugs and putting horrible women in his path.
And you're looking at two of those horrible women right now.
Boom. Yeah. They knew his weakness and they took advantage of that and used that to their own gain, basically.
And as soon as one of these goofies or the so-called spirits tell you who they are, we'll be getting somewhere.
Okay.
Is he a twin? I didn't know he was a twin. She said he has a twin sister.
Twins.
Yeah, he just left that out, you know, since they claim they've been channeling and talking to him this whole time.
But for some reason, there's a particular name that keeps being said to me as we're talking, and the name is allegedly Charlie Sheen.
And by that statement alone, your girl's allegedly a psychic.
There's somebody named Leslie Carter that has really blonde hair that they're connecting with him. I don't know who she is.
This is the person she's been trying to make out to be responsible for his death. But watch how this shit gets fucked up real quick.
Okay. I don't know either. I don't know who they all are.
She died in 2012?
Well.
That's the sound of two broken frauds. And your girl got debunked in real time. Now watch how she quickly tries to change the subject.
I'm gonna have to see. What else? So yesterday, Candace, I did Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, they got off of that shit real quick.
I did Kevin yesterday, and he was slightly still an asshole.
I'm sure he didn't want to be bothered with these goofies either. And I'm sure their conversation was something along the lines of,
and I'm about to make a real bad day for you if you don't check that smart ass mouth talking to a grown damn man.
He basically said, allegedly, that Vivica Fox and Lisa Ray set up the death.
And allegedly, this woman claims to have more than one brain cell. Allegedly.
Let me tell you what was so eerie about it. This was the most eerie part to me. He says when he was given something, because he says he was injected with something.
And check that out. Another spirit that can tell you everything but what they were injected with. What a bunch of goofies.
He says that the lady kept saying, shh, shh, go to sleep. You're okay. And then he was gone. He was
Wow. You just gave me a flashback. They did that to me in the hospital.
You're looking at the face of a whole goofy.
They did that to me in the hospital. Every hour, on the hour for 24 hours straight. A nurse would come in, inject me with something. I would get real woozy. 2 doctors would come stand over me. So sinister, such a dark energy just surrounding them. I could see it. With my plain eyes, I could see it. And they would be like, in unison, are you ready for your hysterectomy?
More like they gave this bitch a lobotomy because she's fucking insane.
And something in my soul said, tell them no. So I just kept saying no, no, no. For 24 hours, they did this to me. I got out the hospital, was saying no. And the next month I was pregnant with Kat.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
That's amazing. They was trying to stop that birth.
Yep.
And if you think that story's complete bullshit, it only goes downhill from here because these two are about to go fucking nuts.
I know she was sent from the universe to me.
Yeah.
Like, I know this. It was just, I haven't had a child. I have infertility for 18 years. And then my spirit box says, hey, you're pregnant, prepare yourself.
Now, to be fair, your girl was on a lot of
Percocet
at that time, so she could have been hearing anything.
What made you start doing this with the spirit box?
Well, we all know it was money the day Kanika died. But whenever she gets asked this question, she has a different answer. But the origin story you're about to hear is her most epic one yet.
I have seen spirit my entire life. Since I was young, you could speak to my mother. You could interview her. I don't go, When I was 10 years old, I was walking to school. Back then, we were allowed to do that because you wouldn't get kidnapped. But anyways, I was walking to school and I witnessed the murder.
Now look, I know my audience is smart, so you already smell the bullshit coming a mile away. But like I said, this is the most epic lie she's ever told.
I ran home. I told my mother. And my father was home that day, and my dad was like, oh, she's fucking lying. She's a bullshit, blah, 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 blah.
Sounds like me and her dad must have had a lot in common.
I'm 10 years old. Why would I lie about this, right?
Well, I mean, she's in her 40s right now, and she comes online every day lying through her teeth. So why wouldn't she?
So they called the police. The police came, and I just found this out maybe, I'm not good with time, but maybe like 2 months ago from my mother. Yeah, so 30 years later, but anyways.
I swear this bitch lies worse than she sings.
The police came, was like, no, there was no murder. We checked it out. And then he was ready to leave. And I remember he had like one of those big round hats, and he opened his door and he closed it and he came back to my mother and they were whispering, talking. And I spoke to my mother about this. I said, what did he say to you?
And if you just hit your blunt, you might want to exhale now because what she's about to say is going to make you choke.
She said that he said there was a murder that happened right there, exactly how she said 10 years prior.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, well, you could have told me sooner, Mom.
You're looking at the face of a whole goofy, and her mom probably would have told her sooner had she watched the same episode of the show that Candace stole the story from. Check it out.
At the age of 5, Braden started having dreams about what happened the night of the murder. Uncle John was murdered 7 years before Braden was even born.
And the shit that's funny about this whole situation is the fact that we didn't even get to her crazy lies yet.
You know, that was really traumatizing for me. And then my cousin passed again around 10 years old. I was 10. And we went to the hospital. And when we came home, she was 13, I was 10. We came home, I went up in my bedroom. And you know those old boom boxes that have the dial? You got to change it and it goes up and down. It started moving by itself and words started coming out of it by itself. I wasn't touching it. I was just looking at it, and scared me like to death. And I stopped seeing spirit after that because I think I scared him away.
The spirit must have walked in on her when she was trying to hit her high note, and that's enough to ward off anybody.
So then years go by, you know, I have a traumatic life. Whatever happens, happens. I'm trying to get past all the trauma and just be me. And Kanika Jenkins happens.
And your girl went full goofy for money.
And then all of a sudden, something was like, get a spirit box. I was like, I don't do that. They're like, get a spirit box. I was like, I don't do that. And I literally fought for like a good month.
And when you see somebody arguing with the voices in their head, that's a red flag that you're dealing with a psycho.
And this is my path. And that's why I'm here. That's why everybody sees me. This is your path. And that's why we see you. Because if we weren't meant for this, we wouldn't be here physically doing this. Hello.
These two frauds, once they saw they could make $1 off this shit, never turned back.
Kanika Jenkins also got me to forgive my ex-fiance. He tried to murder me.
And then she made that attempted murderer her spirit guide. What a goofy.
You know, he started trying to come through the ITC boxes, and I would completely ignore him. Like, no, I'm not paying you no mind, no knowledge, no nothing. You get nothing from me. And little by little, she got me to forgive him.
I wonder how her husband feels about the fact that she keeps a relationship going with her abusive ex-boyfriend.
And as soon as I did, everything opened up. Everything. Wow. And I was just like, I trust. You cannot pay me not to trust.
Now you know she's full of shit. Give her $10 and she'll throw Vinny under the bus right now.
I died when I was 17. And can I just say this?
And now this bitch died when she was 17. It's like the lies just flow through her.
The thing was, I was murdered at 17, but I came back.
And I guess this so-called murderer just walked away scot-free. And you won't find any proof that this bitch ever got murdered.
So where I went may not be the same if you commit suicide, okay? I don't want people to think, okay, you're just aware and you're conscious and you're okay. Because I don't know, because I did not commit suicide. So please don't try to commit suicide thinking you're gonna be fine. I have no idea. I've never died that way.
But don't worry, she got like 5 other ways she done died and came back to life.
You understand? I was hit in the back of my head. That's murder. I was 17 years old. Brooklyn, Brownsville, okay? So I just want to make that clear.
I was just over there like a few days ago.
And if that ain't the face of a whole goofy, I don't know what is. These bitches are full of it.
And I was a Christian, and I was just trying to figure it out and do this same thing and trying to figure out what that was. And then I too died.
I mean, at this point, both these bitches need to be dying of embarrassment.
Of course, Maya J keeps trying to convince people that I did not die. I did, but the spirit says it's a difference. I did not stay in death. I was brought back.
I should have called this episode Night of the Living Goofies, because you're looking at 2 zombies on your screen.
You know, I was on the cusp of this thing and I don't know what it is. And so because of that, I was something.
Your girl couldn't think of a lie fast enough.
So a lot of things you just said, I resonate.
Well, you know what they say, Goofy recognizes Goofy.
You just said what I saw in depth.
What, you thought the lies were over? Not by a long shot.
But I could just feel like, wait a minute. And they held me back from going to that light. And they said, it's not yet time. And all of a sudden I said, And I woke up and I was surrounded by people in Brooklyn, Brownsville, and everybody at the same time, like simultaneously said, "Oh my God, we thought you were dead." And my first words was, "I think I was."
I don't even got a joke for that. I think her face says enough.
And I touched the back of my head, and I had a knot like this, going straight across my head. I couldn't speak right for years. I would want to talk to you so bad, but it would be like coffee dog cat. That's how I would talk.
All right, at this point, I'm pretty convinced your girl's a
crackhead, yo. I'm just saying. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I understand when you say the light. 3, I almost drowned. I probably did drown when I was 3 under the water.
I was 5.
And now she drowned when she was 5. She just trying to one up the queen every chance she gets.
Up. And it was a bright light, and I was going to it. I remember it like yesterday, and my mother snatched me out the water. I could hear her screaming. That was the first time death tried to take me.
And you know it's bad when the people in the afterlife don't want you around.
And then of course I had accidents and other stuff like this. And of course, when I had the surgery, it came out of the blue. This is when I was trying to kill Bill Gates with my voodoo doll.
I mean, really, if you're subscribed to either one of these two, do you need any more proof that these two are nut jobs?
And I was on live, my stomach started hurting, and I had to be rushed to the hospital the next day. And that's when they tell me that my gallbladder was no good. It was obstructed. It was a lot of sludge, and I needed surgery. They were trying to force me into getting COVID this and COVID that testing and this, and I kept saying no. And when the surgeon and everything prepared me, I looked at the anesthesiologist. I said, "Oh, I'm going to die." And that's when George Floyd and Sandra Bland was there, and they said, "We're here to make sure that don't happen."
And that's definitely all the proof you need to know that she took that whole
bag full of Percocets.
And so after I came back to, they said, "You had us worried. We injected you." They told me, "We injected you with fentanyl." I was murdered.
Now they did a saying shit that's completely unbelievable. The slightest exposure of fentanyl will kill you.
The power of even the smallest touch of fentanyl shown in this video. Seconds later, a rush of officers coming to the rescue.
I don't know what would have happened had they not acted so quickly.
But this bitch wants you to believe they injected her with it and still brought her back to life. Come on, people.
I just learned why I'm so connected to you and why we just click. I was almost killed at 2. I drank radiator, like you know how you have to drain the radiators? I drank it. I thought it was freaking soda.
Well, that would definitely explain her lack of intelligence. Didn't I tell you she had like 5 different ways to die? And I'm sure she's not done yet.
I almost died when I was 5. A girl at the YMCA tried to drown me.
What, you thought I was joking? Let's recap. So first, this dumbass almost dies from drinking radiator fluid.
I was almost killed at 2. I drank radiator. I drank it. I thought it was freaking soda.
Then the nurses tried to take her out at the hospital.
A nurse would come in, inject me with something. I would get real woozy.
Then Vinny tried to take her out.
My ex-fiance, he tried to murder me.
Then she drowned when she was 5.
We did drown when I was 3 under the water.
I was 5.
Then she got murdered by some random person with a baseball bat.
The thing was, I was murdered at 17, but I came back.
And then some little kid attempted to murder her at the YMCA.
A girl at the YMCA tried to drown me.
We can call this Candace's mini faces of death. But don't worry, your girl ain't done dying yet, because she got a few more stories to tell you.
My ex-fiance, the one that's passed away, he tried to kill me twice in an accident, a car accident. He was going 120 miles and only my side hits in the back of a Jaguar. Well, Spirit told me right before we hit, I said, "Slow down, I'm scared." And he said, "Bitch, don't tell me how to drive my car."
Sounds like Vinny getting fast and furious.
So I grabbed my seatbelt, and right when I clicked it is when we hit. I would have been out that window, crushed.
And because he did all that to her, now he's forced to spend his afterlife being her spirit guide and listening to her sing all day. And if that ain't hell, I don't know what is.
I was born on the highest strength birth control pill.
And now they tried to take her out before birth. What a goofy.
I was born 4 months too early. I was 2.5 pounds.
I was overdue by 2 months.
To be here.
I was green.
Watching these two try to outlie each other is hysterical.
I I just love talking to you. I just feel such a connection, like soul-wise. I truly feel like I've known you before somewhere, like the cosmos. I don't know where you were from, but I know you from the cosmos, lady. I know you are. We're not human.
Well, we already know the Queen's not human since she self-identifies as a demon. But your girl Candace, well, she put on perfect display of why she's not human at all. You see, I was about to end this video right here, but then something tragic just happened. Tragically, a longtime friend of this channel, Tiffany Draper, just passed away. And while her family and friends from YouTube and real life are trying to mourn her death, your girl Candace decided to do something else and show why she's a complete and utter piece of shit.
Hello. Happy day.
Now, this tragedy pimp knows exactly what she plans on talking about in this video. Yet she starts it off saying happy day. What a fucking piece of shit.
One of my haters died.
Calling her a fraud doesn't make you a hater. That's called just pointing out the obvious.
This is why I always tell my babes, respect people.
Now watch this fraud as she sits and proceeds to disrespect the dead.
My whole thing is, I don't wish death on her. Yes, she was a big hater for me. I don't know her, never spoken to her. Bougie, you ain't getting the punani.
And this is how she proceeds to act while addressing the dead, like a fucking goofy.
I'm not torn up about it. No, I'm not.
Of course she's not, because you would have to be human, and she already said
we're not human.
I think it's messed up. Absolutely, yes.
Now watch how she tries to hold a smile off her face. What a piece of shit.
But I know she's gonna have some karma to work out, you know? And I hope she works on it.
And she should have known karma was coming for her when she made this video.
Because I do believe that once we transition to spirit, we have a choice. We have a choice to go left or right, you know? And I hope she takes the right way. I really do. You know, she used to say blatant lies about me.
Is this bitch really on here lying, trying to play the victim right now? Nobody gotta make shit up on this fraud. Just go watch any of her videos and you'll see she's a scammer.
I don't know what she passed away from, and I'm not gonna do a reading at all.
You know this bitch was lying before she even finished the sentence.
Just be a good person. What's so hard about that? Why do people gotta get views making fun of other people when they're just trying to do the right thing for their lives?
You know, things like going live, lying to your subscribers to get them to pay your electric bill.
You know, now I don't know what she died from. It could have been the jab, it could have been anything, you know.
But leave it to this tragedy pimp to come on here and start speculating.
I thought this girl was like 20 years older than me, and she wasn't. She's younger than me. Yikes. You know, so maybe the experience of treating people with respect wasn't there yet, you know. And she just saw a way for her to get her foot in the door to make money.
You're looking at a woman who, after realizing she had the shittiest singing voice on the planet, started pimping the death of Kanika Jenkins for views. Get the fuck out of here.
Some people don't mind how they make money. Seriously, like, they don't see nothing wrong with it.
And this low-cow is a perfect example of that, since she comes online saying stupid shit like this to make money.
Kanika has actually asked me many times to write a book and put it all together.
Kanika, baby, you didn't get the blankets I gave you last night?
I was taking my phone down off the mount, and my phone took a picture by itself. And I believe I caught Kanika's spirit in my room.
And from those clips, you know she's talking about herself when she says,
some people don't mind how they make money, but now that she's in spirit, they're gonna make sure they let her know what was wrong with it, you know?
And from this point on, we're gonna constantly remind this piece of shit why what she's doing is not okay at all.
Just the whole roundabout point would be just treat people with respect, you know? And then you won't have any karmas to work out later.
She should take her own advice and quit disrespecting the relatives of the dead and stop pimping their dead loved ones for money. But you don't think she's gonna start doing that anytime soon, do you?
I am trying to be as respectful as possible.
And if that was the case, she would have moved on and not made this video in the first place. But you know, this grifter wouldn't miss a chance to make a dime off the dead.
You know, it's messed up, but I'm not heartbroken, you know? I feel bad for her parents, though. You know, and if she left anybody behind, I don't know if she got kids or not. I highly doubt it. But yeah, I don't know. Tell me your thoughts.
Well, at this point, you already know my thoughts on this con artist. So I'm going to let Tiffany have the last word on this fraud. You know, for old time's sake.
Candace, fallen star, Don't play with me. Since you want to be making video calling me a hater. Nah, I just think for myself. And ain't nobody gonna tell me that it's talking to the dead. So all you have to do is periodically insert a word in that pre-recorded BS. Help me. And then make $200-$400 on that video on YouTube. Candace has milked faking talking to the dead for all it's worth. Now, if she claims that she does not know what her EVPs are saying when she records them, then why is she doing all them theatrics if she doesn't know what's being said until after she replays the video and records it? She debunked her own self, bruh. Like, bitch, how many videos you gonna make about talking directly to the dead and you ain't got no answers? For this female to have over 200 videos asking Kanika what happened to her and you stupid idiots keep watching. If you talking directly to the source, it shouldn't take 150 videos. Another Miss Cleo, you said you wanted to cuss me out, and for what? Cause I'm calling out your bullcrap with random news? The fuck? Let me give you a news flash. If whatever system you're using to talk to the dead can be downloaded from Google Play Store, you're not really talking to the dead. You're changing radio stations. QUEENSTARR knows better. She's manipulative. She intentionally lied to her subscribers. And those dumbass are still over there talking about, yeah, Candace, she's a hater. No, you're a stupid idiot. But let me let Random explain that to y'all.
Man, I really can't put it any better than that. Cause Tiffany summed that fraud up perfectly. And it's really sad that I gotta end this episode like this. Shout out to Tiffany Draper. Shout out to her family and friends and Team Tiff. My condolences to all of them. And I really don't know what to say. That was really unexpected. Tiffany was always a cool person, and she was really a huge part of why anybody even watches this channel. So shout out to Tiffany for that. And that's where I'm going to end this one. I hope you guys had a good time. I hope you like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Rest easy, Tiff. Peace.